Soccer fans, tonight we're bringing you the last home game of the Lakewood Cougars. Tonight they're taking on the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. It is a windy, well, not as much windy as it is just wet night here on the turf at Dick Cardinal Stadium. And we are at 0-0 on the clock, getting ready to start this contest.
All right, good evening.
And now here is the PA announcer with tonight's starting lineup.
Cardinal Stadium for tonight's soccer game. Give me just a moment. There we go, I found it. Between the visiting Mount Vernon Bulldogs and our very own Lakewood Cougars. We remind you that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom. Please let your good sportsmanship show during the game. The officials for this game are registered with the WIAA. Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. For our parents and fans, if you would like a roster, they're in the front row in a box. They're there for you. Now let's introduce our teams, starting with our visitors. Number 0, Kaylin Colbray, freshman. Number 1, Magdalena Avila Nieto, sophomore. Number 2, Janelle Fuentes, junior. Number 3, Vivian Rosales, sophomore. Number 4, Nora Chenault, junior. Number 5, Jacqueline Castro, sophomore. Number 6, Jimena Garduno Rubio, sophomore. Number 7, Stephanie Garcia Peralta, senior. Number 8, Silvana Rubio Garza, sophomore. Number 10, Nora Pickering, junior. Number 11, Gracie Dilworth, senior. Number 13, Ailani Salinas Albor, sophomore. Number 14, Lexi Cooley, senior. Number 15, Yaretsi Hernandez Hazelrig, senior. Number 16, Elise Pickering, sophomore. Number 17, Kiani Angulo, freshman. Number 20, Haley Serrano Tisnado, freshman. Number 21, Kira Kamtu, sophomore. Number 23, Alyssa Rayling, junior. Number 24, Vanessa Estrada, senior. And number 30, Lola Flores, junior. At the end of the game, we do have a rose for all of our visiting seniors. The Bulldogs are coached by Lauren Jansen, assisted by Kayla Angulo and Bernd Strong. All right, now let's go to our own Lakewood Cougars. Starting with number 0, freshman Kaden Hines. Number 1, Junior Sammy Ertz. Number 2, Senior Alexi Looper. Number 3, Senior Camille Clark. Number 4, Sophomore Zoe Wilsey. Number 5, Sophomore Callie Guler. Number 6, Senior Skylar Sobich. Number 7, Senior Riley Westbang. Number 8, Freshman Taylor Westbang. Number 10, Junior Katsali Duran. Number 11, Sophomore Brooke Yargus. Number 12, Senior Lauren Butcher. Number 13, Junior Brenna Mahon. Number 14, Senior Crystal Raymonds. Number 15, Senior Aurora Fitzsimons. Number 16, Junior Tatum Osley. Number 18, Sophomore Ellie Klumper. Number 22, Sophomore Ebony Tapia. Number 25, Sophomore McKenna Maddox. Number 28, Junior Selena Garcia Contreras. At this time, would you please stand and remove your hats for the Pledge of Allegiance? Oh, is the flag up? Yeah, it's up across from the scoreboard. I pledge allegiance
to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So there's the starting lineups. The pledge has been said. Actually, I'd say those are the total lineup. It looks like we're going to have the same starters that we've seen before, with Ertz in the goal for the Cougars, and while they announced 2 goalkeepers for the Bulldogs of Mount Vernon, it looks like only one came out, and that would be sophomore Magdalena Avila Nieto. So Avila Nieto, I believe, will be in the goal for the Bulldogs. We'll do the best we can to give you names and numbers as we go along on this kind of cold, wet night. Always hard to differentiate the numbers, especially the black on gold Cougars with the ponytails swooshing. But we'll do the best we can here on our last outside broadcast of girls soccer. We'll still have one football game this Friday night. We've got homecoming. And then the last broadcast that I know of right now is next Tuesday night. The volleyball team will close out their slate, their home slate anyway, and they will, and then we'll be done with the fall sports season. There's potential of another football game on Friday night the 3rd. Not sure how that plays out. I've still not heard for certain that the Cougars will travel to Burlington Edison to play the second half of that game. As you might recall, or maybe you don't recall, there was a significant officiating error that gave the Tigers a advantage and a tremendous advantage in field position, and they went in and scored a tying touchdown against the Cougars and went on to win the game. The Cougars protested at the time and won the protest, upheld by the WIAA as well as the league athletic directors, and so they still have to play the second half of that particular football game, I believe right from the 11:30 mark of the second half. So I believe that I was told that was going to be on Halloween night, which may or may not impact a game on Friday or Saturday, November 3rd or 4th. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with that. So just underway here, 30 seconds off the clock as the Bulldogs have possession in the midfield. Intercepted and played through. Now it's a foot race for the ball. Won by the Bulldog defender. That was Sammy Ertz in chase. And she had Skylar Sobich running with her. Put out for a Cougar throw. That ball either slipped out of her hands or was just a bad throw, and she played it before anybody else did, which is going to be a free kick now for the Bulldogs. Cougars again clogging the midfield in the back with 7 players, as we've seen them do the last couple of home games. That ball rolls harmlessly to the keeper. Mount Vernon attacking down the left flank. How nicely done on the defense to turn her around. It's a ball played through, but there is Ernst to jump on it, fumble it, and then jump on it. But secures it for the Cougars. Punt right to the Bulldogs in the middle of the field. Looking to turn and go. And the Cougars shut it down, played to the outside. And it's going to be a throw. So good job of closing that down in the middle by the central defense of the Cougars, who are playing 3 defensive fullbacks in the middle of the field. That ball rolls out for a corner. Ball played into the middle, off the foot of a Bulldog, off the post. Very dangerous free kick, but it results in a Cougar goal kick. It's played right to a Bulldog who kicks it but cannot control it as it rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a Cougar throw. Ball played in the middle, not being able to control. Put out by the Cougars. Just underway, 35 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. 0-0, Cougars versus Mount Vernon. That ball was centered, but goes out off the side netting. That'll be a Cougar goal kick. That ball bounces free to a Cougar at midfield. I believe that was Sobritz. And Sobritz has a touch and played out. Actually, that may be Sobritz on the wing here on the left. Maybe somebody different in the middle. See if we can't get those numbers for you. Hooper throws it in. That's going to be Taylor Westbank with the throw. Ball runs through, try to get a through ball through, shut down by the Cougar defense. Good tackle there on the side. And now they're putting it through, but she was offsides. Very clearly offsides. We had a great view of it. The linesman was right on the spot. She was probably a yard offsides. So that's going to be a free kick for the Bulldogs. Ball squirts out to midfield, but kept in by the Bulldogs. Cougars doing a good job of high pressing the Bulldogs, but that ball's put in behind them. It's going to roll all the way to Ernst. Great job of shielding off the running Mount Vernon player by the midfielder, not letting her get close. It's a cross, not being able to control, but bounces off a Lakewood player right to the Bulldogs. Trying again. Good job by the Lakewood defense to turn her around. Attempted clearance, knocked down. Now they're running towards the goal. It's got an angle, but great job of coverage by the Central defense, clearing that ball out. Cougars have the ball. They're running. They won't get there. Oh, and a hard fall. And foul from behind. Skylar Sobritz with the foul. Through ball, rolling free. Ertz is there. Gobbles it up. And here comes Mount Vernon on the attack one more time. Pulls it back, shot on goal, right at Ernst. She's up to the task. Catches it and knocks it down. And another punt. And going to be a foul on the Cougars. Subbing in right now for the Cougars, that's number 4, Zoe Woosley. And I believe that's number 12, Lauren Butcher, coming out. Lofted into the Cougar box, but it rolls harmlessly by the post. Out of bounds. Cougar goal kick. 29 minutes to go in the first half, so we're 10 minutes into this contest. 0-0 score. Cougars hosting the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. Throw down the side. A couple of Bulldogs to beat. Soberts again getting called for pushing from behind. So Skylar Soberts very aggressive down this left flank, trying to get through the Mount Vernon defense. Second ball put back in to the Cougars. Cougars can try to control it midfield, but it comes free, and Mount Vernon pounds it down into the box. Ertz is running out after it, but she's not going to be able to get there, so wisely put out of bounds. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Looking to turn. Dispossessed. Out of bounds. Cougar throw. That's Westvang with control, looking to turn. But she does, but puts it right to a Mount Vernon player who puts it into the box, knocked away by a Cougar defender. And the Bulldogs on the attack once again in the midfield area. Cougars do a good job of forcing her to go laterally. Now she turns as they come upfield. And that ball goes by Ernst and into the back of the net for a goal. So Sammy Ernst lets the ball scoot by her on this wet turf. And at the 27-minute mark, the Bulldogs take a 1-0 lead. Long ball played in. It's rolling, rolling, rolling. Can't get there. It will be a goal kick. Long ball played forward. Knocked around, controlled by the Cougars, looking to play it up the field, but that's just going to go wide. Out of bounds. Bulldog throw. Knocked away. Put out of bounds. That'll be a Cougar throw. Ball comes into Looper and put out of bounds. That'll be another Cougar throw. Bulldogs on the attack, looking again to get into the middle. That ball was cleaned up by Cougar Central defense, but pounded right back in. Knocked away. Nice turn by the Bulldog midfielder, but whoever she was looking for was not on the same page. That ball rolls out. It's going to be a goal kick. 24 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. Cougars trail 1-0. Goal in the 13th minute, or with 27 minutes to go in the first half, gives the Bulldogs their 1-0 lead. Ball played into the middle, looking to turn, but the Cougars are able to clean it up and clear it. Little two-man game on the left for the Bulldogs, puts it into the middle and finished. Beautiful little two-touch, one-touch moving with the two players. Got the Cougar defense running. They're able to simply center it or cross it into the middle. It was an easy tap-home goal with the outside of her right foot at the 23:30 mark, or 16:30 if you're counting up, and the Bulldogs have a 2-0 lead. Cougars attacking down the right, fighting hard. And the ball is won and put down the side, looking for a running wing to get across in the box, but that just had a little too much on it and it rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Nice job by the defender to step in and take that. Good distribution, but Looper really couldn't do anything with it as she tried to turn and run with it. Ball is played out. Cougar throw. Cougar sub. That's Aurora Fitzsimons coming out. Not able to catch the number of the player that went in. Looks like that might be number 16, Tatum Osley. Good job there. Messing up that, trying to get possession. The two Cougars are there, but the Mount Vernon player is able to win the ball. Good challenge, looking to turn and go down the sideline, and the jostle on the sideline goes off the Bulldog. Cougar throw. 20 minutes exactly to go in the first half. Cougars trail 2-0. Cougars pressing high. Bulldogs are able to turn, looking to run. But again, knocked away at the midfield. Good job. That ball's just booted to space where no one is. That's going to be a Cougar throw. Cougars on the attack. That Cougar forward was shielded off the ball. But good run there, good counterattack. In the end, it didn't trouble the keeper too much, but it was a brief moment of offensive improvisation, for lack of a better term, than Cougars. Cougar sub. Looks like that's Fitzsimon's coming back in. Okay, referee's moving Mount Vernon back, not throwing it from such an advanced position. Good defense there in the corner by the Cougars, turning them around and getting the ball and then getting it upfield, and there's going to be either a throw-in or a foul. Looks like a foul on the Bulldogs. It's going to be a Cougar free kick. The kick is going to be basically behind that pole there. High searching ball. Popped in the air. Out of bounds for a Cougar throw-in. Mount Vernon is going to have some subs now. Clearance. And now they're going to turn and run. And that shot is stopped by Ertz's feet. Out of bounds for a corner kick. And nice floating corner kick in off the head of a Bulldog forward and just by the post, out of bounds. 14:45 to go in the half. Here come the Bulldogs back on the attack. There's going to be a foul on the Bulldogs, be a Cougar free kick. Out of bounds for a Cougar throw. Bulldogs on the attack. Centering pass, the cross. Bulldog throw. Shot from distance. Ertz is there, knocks it down, spills it, chasing it to the corner, and it goes out. And that's going to be a corner. So that ball came into Ertz hot, and she's able to knock it down, but not able to jump on the rebound. Last time we had a corner kick from this side, ball floated in, and there was a wide open Mount Vernon runner on the far post who just put it past the post. This time they go near post, drops at the foot of a Mount Vernon player, winds up, knocked down by the Cougar defense. Great job there, not letting her get the shot off. Here comes Mount Vernon back after it. Nice flick on by Westfang. And that ball is hammered. Knocked down by the Cougars again. Bulldogs now try and control it. And off a Bulldog. And it's a Cougar throw-in. Tyler Sobritz back in. Looks like that was number 4, Zoe Woosley, coming out. His pass is hit past the Cougar defender. The keeper has to come out. Otherwise, we could have had a one-on-one chance at the goal. Cougar throw. So a little bit too firm on that back pass. Keeper had to come out and get it. Otherwise, we would have had a one-on-one opportunity towards the net. Long ball. Bulldog running onto it, gets it. There's a wide open runner in the center looking for a cross. And she shoots and scores. So does not decide to cross the ball. Instead decides to take it herself. And on this very wet night here in Lakewood, the Bulldogs take a 3-0 lead with 10 minutes to go in the half. So at the 29-29 mark, the Bulldogs find the back of the net. Not sure if we can focus much better on the scoreboard or not there. See if we can. Not a very good picture, I'm afraid, but that shows the 3-0 score. Changes again for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs onto the attack. Cleared out and going to be a throw-in. Right at the corner flag, it's going to be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Free kick now for the Cougars. Nice job to trap it and turn. Move the ball forward. We got a runner down the sideline, but it's out of bounds. That ball is out off a Cougar. That will be a Bulldog throw again. Ball's off. The forward is doing a good job in the high press. That's a mishit. It's going to roll out of bounds. No, the Cougars are going to save it. Now it's put out of bounds. Long ball played again, but the Bulldog keeper will have it. Bouncing ball to the midfield, knocked back in by the Cougars. Just barely getting back on sides. Now we've got it control, knocked away. Cougars keep possession, keep throwing it in. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Cougars trail 3-0. Ball put in front. Nice cross, but it just goes over the top and behind. Had a Cougar standing on the weak far post. Alexi Looper. But the ball went by over her head and out of bounds behind the goal line. Goal kick for the Bulldogs. Cougars with the steal. Gets the ball to midfield. Controlled. And now a long ball is played. 3 Cougars, 3 Bulldog defenders. Bulldog gets there first. Cougars knocked that throw and back out of bounds. Cougars take the ball in midfield. Oh, stolen by the Bulldogs. And they're now on the run. Their ball goes through. It's a foot race. Good job coming back to defend with the Cougs, double teaming the ball. Put all the way through, but just too far and eludes the running Bulldog. Be out for a goal kick, 2 minutes exactly to go in the first half. As we've talked about before, clock stops at the 2-minute mark. Oh, they're going to call that a corner kick. Wow. Okay. Ball's played to the far post off the legs of a Bulldog. Cleared straight up in the air. There's a miss-hit and swing, and that's going to be a high boot. And that will be a penalty on the Bulldogs. That'll be a Cougar free kick. I think we've seen more penalties called tonight in the first half than we have had in any game this year in full time. So I don't know if that's the sloppy rain conditions or if it's just the physical nature of this game. Or is it this particular referee in the center? And that's going to be a Cougar throw. Down the side to Westvang. And Fitzsimons has it, and now it rolls out of bounds. That's going to be a Cougar corner. This may be the last kick of the half. Referee very rarely will stop it with the ball rolling free and one side getting a corner kick. But this could very well be our last action of the half. Fitzsimons to take the kick. She puts it into the middle. It's bouncing around, nothing there. Cleared by the Bulldogs. And now picked up at midfield by an attacker. And that ball is put out of bounds. Be a Bulldog throw. Referee is not even looking at her watch yet because she knows that it is now full time. So, first half has come to an end. Cougars have 10 minutes for half to regroup. They trail 3-0. Thank you on a goal that started in the 13th minute, got one in the 17th minute, and then in the 30th minute. Thanks for joining us on the live stream tonight. We will be back in 10 minutes for the second half run on the Cougar live stream. It is a cold, rainy night here at Dick Cardinal Stadium. Cougars come out for the second half. They trail 3-0 to the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. Appreciate everybody joining us here on the live stream tonight, either on YouTube or Facebook. I'm certainly glad that you're at home, warm and dry, instead of maybe standing here in the wet. Oh, the half has started and now the scoreboard has gone off. So we have not been reset. The official clock is kept on the field. So we'll have to trust the officials' watch on this one. Cougars looking for a little offense. They keep playing these long searching balls. And now the Bulldogs down the side. Knocked away by a pack of Cougars. And again, a long ball played through, but the Bulldog keeper is there. A story we have seen time and again this half. Or this game, sorry. Only seen it once this half. Couple of passes controlled together for the Cougars as they're looking for a seam in that Bulldog defense. And it rolls out. It's going to be a Cougar throw. Just underway here in the second half. Cougars trail 3-0. Oh, wild swing, and that's going to be a penalty for a high boot on that bouncing ball. Quick change now for the Bulldogs as they are now on the attack. Nice job turning that around by Ellie Klumper. Whoops, I guess I talked about it, but I didn't show it. Good defense by Klumper in the corner, turned around and crossed. Ertz gets a foot to it to break up the cross, and then it's cleared out to the corner. Fitzsimons there playing defense. Nice job by Fitzsimons and Yargis to keep that ball from advancing. Here come the Bulldogs on the attack again. Nice tackle, but not a great distribution by Maddox. Switching fields. Foot race to the ball before it gets to the touchline. It's centered. Ball still bouncing free in the box. Controlled by the Bulldogs. Looking to play it long. Knocked down by Klumper. Good job. The distribution not great. As here come the Bulldogs again, but Klumper steps up on the attack. And clears it. Coming back to get the ball is Maddox, and she gets an elbow right in the face. Oh, they called it on. Not Maddox, on Fitzsimmons. She got elbowed right in the face, and they called her for the foul. Wow. Bulldog throw in, trying to get it through the defense. Not a chance. Good defense there. Swing and a miss and a hard spill. Cougars looking to run. Crossed into the middle. Push to the corner. Good defense by Klumper. Right there with her. Tries to play a little two-man game. Can't do it. Knocked up out of the box. And the Bulldogs secure it, but they're going backwards. Ball controlled at midfield and then played through. Fitzsimmons couldn't get to it. Couldn't get it to Raymond. Raymond circles back. Steals the ball. I think I've been calling Butcher up front, Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons is in the middle of the field, number 15 in the orange boots. Butcher's up front, number 12. So I apologize for that mix-up. I had those numbers mixed up in my head. Eight minutes gone here in the first half, or the second half of this soccer match. It looks like the rain has stopped, which is nice. Still, it's going to be a slick turf. That ball is mishit. Cougars have it, one-on-one to the goal, and she's run off the ball. Looked like she was just about to tee it up, but the Mount Vernon defender was able to get back and knock it away from her. That was Zoe Woosley, one-on-one to the goal. Klumper puts it back in, controlled, but just a little too heavy on that touch. Wasn't able to get a shot off. So a couple of really good opportunities, maybe quarter chances, not quite even half chances for the Cougars here in the first 10 minutes of the half. Again, broken up by the Cougar defense. Bulldog throw. Skips by their player. It's Maddox. Switching fields. Cougars adjust. Nice job putting it back in. Nice job by Raymond tracking that ball down. It's going to be a Cougar throw. Crystal Raymond, good hustle. Ball put in the center. Oh, just a little bit shy of that running Cougar. Cougar throw. And that ball is out of bounds off the Cougars. That'll be a Bulldog throw. No, the referee says that'll be a Cougar throw. Oh, there's a little dust up. The Bulldog player ran right through the Cougar player. That was Brooke Yargis went down, and that's a penalty on the Bulldogs. Again, played it in the middle of the field. Cougars have had some success. That through ball doesn't get through. That Bulldog player took a step, missed it, and it rolled out of bounds. That's going to be a Bulldog throw, and unfortunately, the Cougar controlled it. They could have continued their attack. So Tatum Osley coming out. Goal scorer from the other night. We haven't seen these Cougars in action for a couple of weeks, as they had a number of home games early on and haven't had a whole lot since. So we've been seeing a lot of volleyball. Bulldogs on the attack. That goes off Ertz, and it goes wide. Corner kick for the Bulldogs. And that ball is right on the end line. And it's knocked in. Goal for the Bulldogs. The 25-minute mark, or 15 minutes in, or 55-minute mark, depending on how you want to count it. Cougars now trail 4-0. Bulldogs in possession. Cleaned up. But retained possession by the Bulldog, and she fires it, but knocked away. Be a corner kick. Last time they had a corner kick, they put it right on the goal line, and 2 Bulldogs had a chance at it, and the second one put it into the back of the net. Let's see if the Cougars do a better job of matching up this time. Ball rolling through the middle. Nobody was able to get it offensively or defensively. Sobritz. And now it's pushed down the field, and it's going to roll out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Good defense, put it out of bounds. Bulldog throw. High searching ball, knocked down, cleared by the Cougars, back right in though by the Bulldogs, and a long ball is played right into a Cougar midfielder and retained by the Bulldogs on possession. Good tackle, good distribution, and now a long ball, and it's a foot race. The Bulldog center back is able to get it and put it outside. Good high press by the Cougars, and they recover the ball on the sideline. A little tentative passing and spacing, got a little crowded. Great job by Klumper to clean that one up. And that ball's put over the head of the Bulldog defender. Flag stays down. Now the flag is up. I was just about to say the flag stayed down. Players were on sides. But then the flag went up and offsides was called. Long searching ball. Cougar defense gets after it, clears it. But the Bulldogs come back on the attack. The race to the end line is won by the Bulldogs. She keeps fighting. Oh, and that pass just in between the 2 wide open attackers. It was behind the one in the middle, and it was in front of the, it was in front of the one in the middle, spotting up at the penalty box and behind the one on the far post. So had that pass been a little more accurate, or had one of those players delayed their run or accelerated on their run, that would have been an easy goal into the back of the net. It would have given the Bulldogs a 5-0 lead, but it didn't. No one was there, and the Cougars dodged that bullet. And the score remains 4-0. 20 minutes to go in the game. We're at the 60-minute mark, 3/4 of the way gone. Mount Vernon scored 3 in the first half, 1 in the second half to have a 4-0 lead. Ball was sent in and gobbled up by the Mount Vernon Bulldogs keeper. Bulldogs in possession, looking to attack down this left flank. Been very good defense out here on the right side. Actually on both sides of the center forwards. Thumper and Westvang have done a really good job. Now we have someone wide open here. Coming right at the Cougar goal. Knocked down and blocked. Right to a Bulldog. Drops it to the top of the box, and she sends it high and over the top of the net. So good defense by the Cougars, scrambling to block that open shot and then to get enough bodies in the way that shot sailed over the top as she had to try to get up and over the Cougar defenders. Cougars on the attack, but that ball goes out of bounds off them. Bulldog throw. Ball is played, switch sides. Nobody is there from either team. It rolls out. Cougar throw. Ball goes off the Bulldogs, out of bounds. Osley, who just entered the game, tried to flick it on to Raymond, but she flicked it to the foot of a Bulldog defender who put it out of bounds. This time throwing it to the feet of Raymond. Can't really see what's going on because of the tent, but the Bulldogs come out of the pack with the ball. And that ball rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a Cougar throw-in. And that's going to be out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Cougars on the attack, trying to force it out for a corner, and I think they did. So Cougars with a corner kick. They haven't had many of those tonight. Ball put into the middle, bouncing free. Dropped and puts it back into the middle, Klumper, and they're going to call the Cougars offsides. Under 15 minutes to go. We're at the 14-minute mark, or the 66th minute mark. Cougars trail 4-0. And that ball will roll out for a Cougar throw. Diagonal ball played. Nice job by the defense to break that up and get a counterattack going. Sobritz down the side. And that's a Bulldog throw. Ball popped into the box. Butcher chasing it. And good two-touch passing by the Bulldogs now on the counter. Playing it back to the side to the runner on the overlap. She beats Klumper, but cleaned up by Westvang. And now here to Osley. It's Fitzsimons. Mount Vernon throw. That will be a Cougar throw. Ball's popped up down the side. Couldn't be controlled. That's going to go out to be a Bulldog throw. Bulldogs into the attack. have the 4-0 lead, looking for more. 3 in the first half, 1 in the second half. Ball sails to midfield where Bulldog was able to recover it. Good deflection. Good challenge. And good release and clearance. But the Bulldogs recover it, and here they come again. Clearance, and I'm not sure if she thought there was someone there, if she was just playing it out of bounds. But you can see at the half line, there are 2 Cougars at the half line, and there are 3 Bulldog defenders, and then there's a gap of about 20 yards between the Bulldog offensive players and the Bulldog last line of defense. There's about 30 yards between the Cougars on offense and the Cougars' last line of defense. So big gap in the middle of the field, and the Cougars have really had a hard time trying to play through that gap. Instead, they're playing long balls like that the Bulldog defenders are able to challenge and get to. It's when they play with more players up like that where they've had some success at getting into the attacking third. 8 minutes to go. Cougars trail 4-0. And that's 8 minutes on the clock. We know that the clock started late, that the referee started the second half while there was still a countdown on the clock. We heard the clock horn go off at 0:00, and then it was reset to 40 and started. So I don't know if there were 30 seconds gone, a minute gone. I'm not sure what the officials got on the watch. The important thing is the referee has the watch on the field, and as we talk about every half, the clock stops at 2 minutes. Here comes Ertz, and she's going to pick that up. So there may, the clock stops at 2, there may not be any very much time left. It's certainly not the full 2 minutes. We'll see. There hasn't really been any stoppage time. A little combination here, pass into the middle. Nice clearance by the Cougars. I can't recall any injuries time or any kinds of delays where the referee may have stopped his clock through her watch. So I'm pretty certain that we'll be very close to full time once the clock stops at 2 minutes. But we will see. Good turn, and now a trip, and that will be a Cougar free kick. Ball popped over the defense, and they're going to call offsides on the Cougars. So 6 minutes on the score clock. And we're going to have a foul on the Cougars. So free kick right at midfield for the Bulldogs. Long ball played over everyone, knocked down. Well done. And now the long ball is played. See if the Cougars can run onto it. And they can't. It's Osley with it on the run. Got through two, but couldn't beat the third Bulldog defender. The overlap. Crossed in the middle, knocked away, cleaned up by Osley, but distributed to no one in the middle. This time it's knocked away and just kicked forward. And again, Butcher will chase. And it will come back to the keeper. It was a back pass. She can't pick it up. So she just plays it out to the right flank. And now the Bulldogs will turn and attack again. Out of bounds, throwing for the Bulldogs. And played out of bounds. That's going to be a Bulldog throw. .3:19 to go on the clock. Bulldogs throw it in. Played long. Sobritz running into two defenders. Loses that one. Mount Vernon has been defending the two Cougars up top with three and has still been able to put some offensive pressure on with 7. And that could have been a foul, but no, it's going to be a Cougar throw-in. Going to be a foul on the Bulldogs. All right, the clock has stopped with 2 minutes left to go in the game. Long ball played in. Mount Vernon keeper is able to grab it. And she punts it to the middle of the field. Osley is there. Now the Bulldogs on the run down the left flank. But that ball is going to roll out. Cougar throw. And it looks like it will be another Cougar throw right in that tent area. Racing down the right flank, looking to turn and challenge, but it's knocked away and knocked out for a throw-in. It was very close, could have been a corner kick. That ball's going to roll out, that's a goal kick, so still under 2 minutes to go. Referee not yet looking at her watch. Bulldogs play it short. This game well in hand. Cougars looking for a mistake that they might be able to get on the board. And that is the game. Just as I suspected, not a lot of time, 2 minutes to go. We'll be back on Friday night for the homecoming football game. It's going to be a 6:35 start, as we're going to be able to bring you the senior night festivities because we've actually been told what time they start. So for Laura Leach on the camera, Dale Leach, I'm thanking Melanie Irish, Baldeep Singh, Kay Thronson, and all of the other people that have helped us out this soccer season, our final soccer broadcast. Dale Leach saying goodnight. Mount Vernon 4, Lakewood 0. Have a good night, everybody.